All right, guys. So let me share my screen. I think I'm still sharing. Okay, I'm sharing now. So what I want to do now is I want to show you. Let me close this. I want to show you how you can set up your 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 event manager, your event. How you can actually set up your event and install events on your sales pages, your funnel, right? So for conversions. So now let me close this. So now you come to this place, look for event manager, or you check here, you find it there, or you check here, you find it here, right? Let's open it, a new tab. It's event manager. So I'm gonna explain it in two perspectives. The first one is gonna be for new accounts, while the second one is gonna be for account that's already collecting data. So let's come to this place. And you come now, this particular account is very, let me look, is this a new one? Let me check. Yeah, thank God. So this account now, you can see this particular pixel has been created. I thought how you can create pixel in the last video, right? Check it in the last video in the bonus section. I shared out how you can do that. So now this pixel has already been created. I can see that this particular pixel has zero data. No data has been collected. Now when you click on continue pixel, this is where Facebook gives you an option of conversion API. This conversion is more advanced. You can learn that in my more advanced classes in camp. You find that in camp. I explain how you can use this. But for this particular section, you have to settle with meta pixel. So you click on this, then click on connect, right? So you click on install code manually, right? So now you copy this code and you go to your funnel. So now let me use this as a case scenario, right? To come to your funnel, you ensure that you must have installed Pixel your site. You click on the dashboard. Now you click on the dashboard, you click on header and footer. Now this particular code is the code that I copied, right? And I've pasted it here. Can you see the code has been pasted here? That code that I copied, this particular code that I copied here has been pasted here, right? So you can see that I pasted it. So you scroll down and click on save settings. Click on save settings. So now you click on save settings. Next you want to do is do one. Click on continue. Click on continue. So now you click on continue. The next thing you want to do is turn on automatic advanced matching. You turn this on. Now verify the customer information that you want to send to Facebook, right? Now I don't want this. I want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. I just want this three data. This information with where can you see? So this is the three data I want to collect. So and I continue. Then you see this event, open event tool, right? Is the tool that's going to really help you install events on the pages automatically, right? So now this particular session is not working here. Why? Because there's no data yet collected by this pixel. So let's close it. Let's close it and let's go to pixel. Yeah, I can see that there's no data yet, right? So now let's fast forward this process. Let me now once you have done that, once you have installed all of the code, once you have installed the code there, you saved, right? Now you can actually now the next thing I want to do is I want to copy this your pixel ID, which is the first thing you should have done. Sorry about that. Copy this pixel ID, copy it like this, and come to this particular your funnel and look for cart flow settings, right? So let's put our cursor here and click on it. Yeah, so come to cart flow settings. So you click on cart flow settings. Now you come to cart flow, so you click on Facebook pixel, pixel, enable Facebook pixel tracking, right? Whole site. Then you paste it here. Can you see? So I paste it here. The moment I paste it here, the next thing I want to do is I make sure that all of this is checked, right? You save. You save. The moment you save and you reload your website, you see that my pixel helper is going to fire. So now let me load it again. So now once I load it like that, now my pixel helper is going to fire. If I open one of the pages, or let me see, open one of my pages now. right? So now this is one of the pages of this particular website, of this particular this is it, this particular funnel. I'm trying to open the pages. I opened it, I've already opened it. Let me open it here again. So I can see same thing. Let me delete this, right? So you can see that this particular funnel, I'm using this as an example, fires, like you can see that this pixel helper fires. What does it mean? It means that your pixel, this is your pixel ID, Facebook can now collect data. Facebook is confirming it. So the question is, okay, what does this particular pixel helper do? You come to Chrome Web Store. Just type Chrome Web Store on Google. Type Chrome Web Store, enter. Now you come to this Chrome Web Store. You look for Meta Pixel, Meta Pixel Helper, right? Click on that. So can you see Meta Pixel Helper? Can you see this Meta Pixel Helper? You click on it now because I've already installed it. That's why it's asking me for remove it, right? Yours is you see add to Chrome, right? So you click on add to Chrome, it adds automatically. Then you see it here, or you can come here, right, and find it and pin it. You can come here and find it and pin it, like just like I pinned all of this, right? So how do you pin it? You click here, you can see the remove from Chrome and all of that. You can see the pin option here too. So let me close this. So that's how you get this pixel helper. Then the next thing you want to do is that you want to, since you have confirmed that you have pixel, your pixel fires, the next thing you want to do that is come back here. There's no data here. So you make sure you run your campaign, you can run the engagement ads, run the traffic ads, so that it start collecting data. The moment you start collecting data, the next stage you want to find yourself is where you can actually use this particular tool. I want to show you where you can actually use this particular tool that this event open event setup tool, right? Because we cannot use it now. Why? Because our pixel has not collected data yet. So I want to fast forward this because I have another pixel here that has already worked, right? So let's pick this particular one account now so that I can explain what I want to explain. So now let's assume that your pixel here now has already collected data. This is data, right? That has already been collected, right? So now let's assume that that's already collected. So the next thing you want to do is to click on events, click on free from the pixel, click on it, then come to open setup tool. Can you see that it's not working now, right? So you go to your funnel. So I'm not going to use this one. Why? Because it's not installed here. The ID is not installed here. So I'm going to use one of this my funnel here. So let me pick one of these now. So and I click on camp, right? So because I'd already installed pixel on this already, you can see my pixel helper is already telling me that I have pixels installed. But for explanation sake, I want to just show you guys. So you copy your URL and you paste it here, right? Paste it. So you paste it here, click on open website. Now, the first time you might probably click on it, it might probably bring a danger sign or bring a sign. You close it and you try it again, right? Now it's going to bring this to this is the tool. I can see that this has already been installed. So if I delete this now and try to install it again, so let me delete this. Let me delete the pixel that has been installed here, right? So now I want to install it again. Now the question is, first thing, what do you do? Is you click on track URL. What are you trying to tell? Are you trying to tell Facebook, track the URL. Everybody that comes to this URL, track it. And what am I tracking? Track people that view this content. You click on view content, right? Change it to contains. The what this URL contains contain, right? This URL contains this all of the data that contains this URL, right? Don't include, right? The next thing you want to do was confirm. Can you see complete setup complete? I've installed my event on it. My event is a snippet, code snippet that tell Facebook that 5,000 people landed on this page, 2,000 people landed on this page, right? And Facebook gives me the data on my ad manager. Where's your ad manager? My ad manager is this particular dashboard. This dashboard like this. This particular dashboard is my ad manager, right? So now next thing we want to do is that we click on finish setup. So click on finish setup. Don't ask again, then skip. Right. So the next thing you want to do, you want to do that again and copy the next page, which is our thank you page. So for those of us that are selling product, I'm going to show you how you can do that of product. So you come to your thank you page like this now, because we know I have a form. Don't forget I have a form, right? So I want to go back again now. I have a form here that people have to fill, but I'm not done. So I come back here again. I want to come back here, or this is what I'm supposed to do, even do before before I leave. So let me do it now. So because I have a form here that anybody that clicks on it should fill, right? Let me show you, because I have a form here. Click on it now because I want to try. I must track this button. So let me go back to my pixel. Now go back there now. Takes me back. So after you have tracked those that have viewed it, you still want to track something. Track button, right? So scroll down. Want to track button. So before you click on track button, make sure that you click on the button that you want to track first. First of all, click on this so that the form can pop up, right? Then click on track button. Now you click on this, right? So when I click on this now, you can see that I've clicked on this. That's already been clicked on. So and I want to track what lead. That is what I want to. Don't choose value, right? So I click on confirm. So anybody that submit this is a lead. Can you see? Submit, finish. Anybody that submit that button is a lead. Now, but I don't want to just judge with that particular button. I want to confirm. I want to ensure that it's verified. So what I do is this. I go back to my funnel, right? You can close all of this. You don't need this again. I come back to my phone. I pick my next page, which is this particular page, which is my thank you page. I copy it, copy the URL, copy the URL. So copy the URL, go back here, and your event, pick your event, open setup, right? So you paste it here, and you want to open to the new website, right? So now it opens itself. Once it opens, now it takes you to this place. Now, once it takes you to this place, now this is my next page, right? I want to now, I'm not tracking purchases. Can you see? I'm not tracking purchases. So let me click delete this and delete this because I want to do it again in your presence. The next thing I want to do is what I want to track URL and is lead. Anybody that gets to this page is a lead, right? I click on this and I confirm, right? So the next thing I want to track is because I have button here. The page is still loading. So because I have button here, so because I have a payment button here, right? So anybody that click on this now, I can decide to say, okay, this person has paid, right? But I don't want to track that. Let me say if I click on this now, can you see it takes me to this place, which is outside the page, and there's no way I can track it. It's not giving me option to track it, right? So don't do that. So the best I can do is just click on this part, but which is not needed, which is not necessary, right? Because it's a different payment. So I do what I click on finish, and I right. So I've successfully set up my pixel for that page, right? So now let me show you another example of those of us that would have product. How do you track pixel for your product? How do you track pixel for your product? So now let me show you an example of that now. Pixel for your product. For your product. So now if you're selling product, how do you track pixel for your product? So let me okay, yes. Now let me show you an example of that. I think I have it here. Let me open the page. I think I have an example here I want to show you. So we go to the flow. Let me go to the flow. Let me go to the flow now. Now the flow is let me pick one of this particular funnel. This is a product funnel, right? So I can actually share the same thing with you. Now, so now this is for product. The product on what are we tracking? We are tracking this. So pick our sales page. So this is your sales page, right? So we want to track I already have Pixel installed on it, but for the sake of this tutorial, I want to do that again. So I copy this for sales pages for product. The next thing you want to do is you come back here, put your event, put your from Pixel. Don't forget that you must have you have to do this successfully if you have data already on your event manager. If your account is new and you've not set up your Pixel and you've not started running campaigns on it already, like about 3 or 5 thousand on it to at least get data here. But you only get data when you have a Pixel like set up and start running your campaign. So you set up your Pixel before you start running your campaign, you start getting data here. That's the only way you can actually successfully set up your events. The next thing you want to do is open website, right? So on my sales page, what I want to track is yeah. So what I want to track now is URL. So first thing is tracking what URL. Don't forget view page. I want to track those that view this page. And here I come to URL contains and I click don't include any value. I don't want to track any value here. So I do next thing I also want to do is what finish. There's nothing else I want to track here. I'm not tracking any form. I'm not tracking any button. It's not a lead. It's not a lead funnel. This is a sales funnel, right? So now next thing I want to do is what come to the next page. I'm done with this my sales page. Can you see this is my sales page? Someone will be like, okay, do I track all of this? You don't really need to track all of this. This is not where you track them. So this is my sales page. So then let me now go back to the next page, which is my checkout page where people check out, right? So this is my checkout page where people check out for the product. This is where people check out for the product, right? Let it load. Can you see? So this is where people check out for the product, right? So this is where people check out for the product and all of that. So now how do I track this? Copy this, do the same thing. You copy the URL, right? Copy the URL. Then you go to this place. Let me even confirm if this is recording. It should. Okay, it's still recording. Thank God. So you come to this place, click on events from Pixel, open setup, right? So you paste and you open now. This particular the checkout setting up Pixel for the checkout is quite different. So you see what I'll do here now, right? Because this has already been set up. So let me delete it and set it up again. The first thing I want to do is that I want to track those that landed on this checkout page, right? So track view content, right? Let me track this first. So now the next thing I want to track is I want to track those that submit, those that actually place an order, right? Place one order and click on this button. So it's a track button. Can you see? Once you click on that button, it locates where button is. This you will see this shadow or this border, this blue border. It can be any color, but you see this border, then you click on that same button again, click on that place. Then it takes you to this place, right? Where you set up the event. And this particular one, what do you want to call it? Purchases. It means someone has placed an order, which is a purchase, right? So you click on choose this time, and you don't click on don't include value because there's a value attached to each order. Do you understand? Every order anybody clicks on, place on order, there's an order, there's a value, which is the value is what 45,000, right? So you click on choose the value, then you see it's going to highlight the values that are here. It's going to highlight the values that are here. So right, so and it's the total value we want to focus on, right? The total value is the amount the person is choosing. So we want to track this particular total. Next thing you want to do is click on confirm. Now click on confirm. You can see that I'm tracking two. I've already installed two events: the view content event and the purchase event. So anybody that lands on this page, Facebook notify me. Anybody that clicks on this button, right? Can you see? It means that the person has add to cart, right? The person has actually what place an order. Then it's what finish, right? So it's keep. So now successfully I've done that. So that you can actually track the thank you page, but in most cases it's not necessary, right? So you guys, so that is how you actually do that. So every time someone you can see that all of these events are here. Can you see they are all here? All of the events are here. Can you see they are all here? So guys, that is how you set up the pixels. That is how you set it up. So thank you so much, guys. Sorry for the delay of this particular video. Let me stop.